So you're moving to Delaware, but the big question has become, where in Southern Delaware will you choose to live? Well, you're in the right place, because today we're going to be breaking down the 14 top relocation options for those looking to move to Southern Delaware. And to make it simple, we've categorized them into 3 separate categories: beach towns, midstate faves, and hot ones, which are the hot and growing areas in Southern Delaware. For each one of these towns, we're going to go through the pros and cons, the cost of living, and even have guides and the builders that are building communities in these areas. We're taking all of the groundwork out of it for you to make it easy to decide where in Southern Delaware is right for you. Who am I? My name is Zachary Faust. I'm an Army veteran, served overseas in Afghanistan back in 2013, and afterwards got into real estate. Myself, my father, and our superstar team of 6 here in Southern Delaware has been serving Delaware for the past 8 years, and I've lived here personally for the last 22. And I want to hybrid those 2 life experiences of being in Delaware for a long period of time and selling homes now for the last 8 to tell you exactly where the best places to live in Southern Delaware actually are. Number 1 will be beach towns. Now this is perfect for anybody who's looking for that coastal lifestyle in Delaware, vibrant communities, proximity to the boardwalks. This is where you want to be. Midstate favorites, my people that want the deal, and for those that want a little bit of a quieter, slower lifestyle pace, this might be the spot for you. And number 3 are hot ones. These are the growing areas of Southern Delaware. If you're looking for fast-paced, growing quickly, new restaurants, new things to do popping up, the hot areas are going to be the areas you want to be. The way this video is going to be formatted is we're going to go from north to south, starting with our mid-state favorites and working down to our beach towns. For each and every one of these towns, there will be a separate chapter as you scroll along the bottom of this video. So if there's a specific area of Delaware you're already looking into, you can skip to that one. And with each one, there will be a guide, pros and cons, and even a QR code you can scan to have a call with me to talk more about that area. For starters, on our mid-state favorites, we are going to have Felton, we're going to have Camden, Magnolia, which I'm going to circle together so it doesn't get all messy, and Frederica. Now, Felton is where we're going to start. Starting in Felton, we have a small little rural town with a strong sense of community. Median household income in this area is going to be about $55,000 to $62,000. The median home price in Felton is just at $386,000, and your school district is Lake Forest. Felton is located just off of Route 13 on the western side of central Southern Delaware. You can see everything from our Killens Pond State Parks to being on the spine of travel to even being in the rural areas, the banjo towns of Delaware when you're in these farm areas of the outskirts of Felton. Many people come to Delaware looking for the small town vibes and they want that opportunity to be in or near this farm town. Felton's going to be the vibe for you if that's what you're going for, but moving just across Route 13, you have Frederica. The median household income for Frederica is $61,450. The median home price sits at $378,000, and the school district is Lake Forest. Frederica is known for some of its historic sites, its proximity to Route 1, and as well, the nature. If you're in the parks, if you're in the walks, if you're in the lakes, Frederica is a hidden gem. It keeps you right near Route 1, which takes you down through into Milford and gets you down into through the beaches in Delaware. And that proximity to both Route 1, and I'll show a little bit of what Route 13 looks like. The proximity to both Route 13 and Route 1 gives that travel convenience to get in or around anywhere in Delaware. And if you're unfamiliar, Route 13 and Route 1, they are the spines of travel for all of Delaware. Andrews Lake, McGinnis Pond, and as well as neighborhoods like Riverview Estates make Frederica, for me, one of my favorite rural mid-state favorites, and for many people coming in, a favorite of theirs. Magnolia is a growing area, offering a blend of rural landscapes and new developments. Its median household income in that area will sit just at $64,000 a year, with the median home price coming in at $398,000. School district here is Caesar Rodney School District. Magnolia sits just on the outskirts of Route 1 and Route 13 as well, with Irish Hill connecting those two and bridging what we know as Magnolia. Now, Magnolia is known for having military and medical personnel be very, very frequent in that area. You also have a lot of new constructions and new communities that are popping up in areas of Magnolia because of that. And specifically, if you're looking at the 55 plus communities, the Four Seasons community that just popped up in Magnolia, absolutely fantastic if you're looking for a $430K fully finished home with a basement. And the last to round out our 4 of the mid-state favorites is Camden. Camden is a suburban charm town, excellent school district, and lots of community events. The median household income, $62,500 a year. The median home price is $378,000 a year. And the school district is Caesar Rodney. Camden sits closer to the western side. It can get you all the way to the border of Delaware on that west side. It gives you the opportunity to not only build in some of these bigger communities, and sometimes you'll see in Magnolia, but also quieter areas. You have wild quail, you have foxhole, you have a bunch as you go pushing towards Maryland's line that are popping up every single day looking for people like you who are moving into Delaware that want that nice, serene community in a new home. So to summarize our Midstate faves, let's move over to number 2 right here in our purple section. We have Felton. I didn't mention this. This is actually my hometown. I grew up there. Spoiler, I like it there. It's also a little bit of that banjo town, like I said. Frederica, we have the natural beauty, as well as it's one of the best places to build when you're right on this line between 13 and Route 1. Magnolia, known for its military and medical personnel that frequent the area, as well as the new communities that are coming up as often as you drive through. And Camden. Silence is golden in Camden. You can go downtown, but many people go to the outskirts. And of course, a lot of the military follow along, with the Dover Air Force Base being in or around right there. Now, if you find yourself seeking a faster lifestyle, you want a little bit more to do, you want a little bit more proximity to the hot stuff going on in Delaware, well, let me introduce you to the hot ones here in Delaware. These are the towns that are growing at the fastest pace, seeing the most development in entertainment, food, medical, all across the board. Let's walk through the best ones and why they're the best ones. Our hot one areas are going to be Milford, Delaware, Milton, Delaware, Millsboro, Delaware, Selbyville, Delaware, and Ocean View, Delaware. Starting from north going south, as I stated before, we're going to start in Milford. Milford is a rapidly growing town with new healthcare facilities and waterfront developments, new communities, and an opportunity for those looking to get into Southern Delaware without paying an arm and a leg. Median household income in this area sits at $64,000 a year. The median home price is $449,000, and the school district is Milford. The Milford School District. Milford is not just one of the fastest growing towns in Delaware, it's actually the fastest growing town in Delaware and currently ranked the #1 possible retirement town in our entire state. Let me also tell you another fun fact about Milford. It is where I currently live. I love this town. I think it is one of the most set up to grow, both in its community and financially. The equity of the home is more than likely going to go up. The quality of the schools and the systems are going to keep going up. The downtown and the events keep getting bigger and more fun. Milford's a great town, but it's got a lot more room to grow from there, so that's exciting. Number 2 is Milton. Milton is absolutely one of the hot ones, as it is a quaint little town that has been booming, especially in its downtown. The median income in Milton is a little higher at $71,000 per year, and the median home price matching that at $555,000 per year. And your school district, for the majority of Milton, will be Cape Henlopen School District. Between the food of the Dough Bar, Tequila Reel, or grabbing a drink at the original Dogfish Brewery, well, original as in 2003 when they came to Milton from Rehoboth and have now become a partner with Sam Adams as one of the biggest brewing companies in the country. And you may say, Zach, that's nice, but it has nothing to do with me wanting to live in Milton. I know, but Milton is really cool. It's got a lot of little fun quirks and it's growing. The community's excited for the growth of Milton, and that gets me excited for the growth of Milton, especially being a part of it. I have a few clients right now that are actively looking only in Milton. That is one of those towns where some people will say, I only want to go in this town. I only want to buy in that community. Milton is one of those towns. Some people are like, I only want to move there. Our third hot one, and some people's favorite town in the entire state. They won't leave this town, at least not to go to Long Neck, maybe to go to Paradise Grill. It's Millsboro. Diverse housing options, nature, as well as proximity to the inland bays and golf courses. The median household income in this area is not specified, and this is due to a lot of retirement income being in the area. Median home price, $480,000 in this area. If there was a town in Delaware that most closely reflected that of Margaritaville, I would say that Long Neck, Delaware, Millsboro area, Delaware is the closest representation. Let me tell you why. Between the Bayside restaurants and the Bayside grills and bars, between the nature that can be experienced like that of Florida or an area like a Jimmy Buffett would stay, Millsboro is slowly becoming the retirement party area for Delaware. You don't have a full-time job, retirement is the only thing on your game plan for the next 20, 30 years. Millsboro is becoming the head campus in Delaware for things to do, places to go, people to see. Many people looking at Millsboro as one of the gems of Southern Delaware to move to. Number 4 is going to be Selbyville. We are going all the way to the Southern Delaware line to get to here. And speaking of the Southern Delaware line, your eyes may have peered over here to wonder why you shouldn't move here. We'll get to there at the end. Be patient. Selbyville, located just on our south border, is a close-knit community with easy access to beaches and farmlands. The median household income, again for Selbyville, is not specified by the Census Bureau, but the median home price comes up to $565,000. And your school district is the Indian River School District. Selbyville is the place to go if you want a dock in your backyard, if you want canal access, you want your boat to be within a 5-minute walk of you. Selbyville's probably going to be the spot you want to have top of your list. It keeps you close to the beach towns without having to be directly in them, and Millsboro and Ocean View and other areas like Milton do that similarly. But you have the ability to be right in the fun of it through Ocean View, Fenwick, Dagsboro, and Gumboro are right in here, all while not having to be involved in any of the traffic and going-ons that can come from beach traffic up here. Being down in this area, especially below this bay, that's what this black blob is, by the way. That's our Rehoboth Bay. Being south of the bay is a completely different environment in Delaware, and we'll get to that a little bit more in Ocean View and into our beach towns like Bethany, but Selbyville has that vibe. And the last of our 5 hot ones is going to be Ocean View. Ocean View is the coastal living town with that small town feel. You're just on the outside of Bethany Beach with proximity to boardwalks, but you're also not on top of everything beach. The median household income from this area is $78,000 per year, and the median home price sits at $550,000. School district for Ocean View is the Indian River School District. Now I gotta say, out of all of the 5 hot ones, there are 2 that I would say are gonna be worth the most compared to right now in the next 5 years. What do I mean? I mean, these are the areas where if you bought now, you're more than likely buying low. And those 2 areas are going to be Ocean View and my aforementioned favorite town where I'm living, Milford. Now you can take that as biased. I don't care. I look at the stats and see though that between the hospitals, between the community growth, between the people moving in, that Ocean View specifically for its proximity and community structure that is only 10 minutes from Bethany Beach. And when I say community structure, I mean a lot of these areas, and you'll see this little white area that I haven't marked anything actually, and that's not because it's a bad area to live, it's just not one of the hot growing areas. And the reason that is to me is because Ocean View and Selbyville, and like I said, Millsboro growing into, have a structure, have a foundation that is being built on with this traffic coming to their towns. Whereas these areas seem to just only be a bunch of new neighborhoods, a bunch of new communities. There aren't a lot of restaurants, there aren't a lot of things to do, and if you want things to do, you gotta go to one of these other towns. I'm being as real with you as possible with these 14 options because these are the 14 places people actually move. Delaware has 46 towns. I'm not gonna waste your time by telling you about all the little Bethels and things over here that nobody moves to. We're talking about the places people wanna go, places people wanna see, and where your home is gonna grow in the most value over time. So let's summarize. Milford is the #1 growing town in Delaware and my hometown. Forgive my terrible handwriting. Milton is the town that's next up with a beautiful downtown that is bustling with community vibes. Millsboro has a foundation and base already set in having a great time, so they are on a mission to build, build, build. Ocean View gets you closest to the beach. Ocean View gets you closest to the beach, more specifically Bethany Beach, and also is the best bang for your buck in terms of getting close to those beach towns. In Selbyville, as I said earlier, if you're looking for a slip, if you're looking for a canal, that's Canal Town. That's where you can get your dock, and if you got a boat to bring to Delaware, Selbyville might be the look. But the place that's definitely not the look is here, and I'm gonna mention that in a moment because first we gotta go through the beach towns. The beaches in Delaware, let me just tell you right now, are one of the most underrated beaches in the entire country. Florida, overrated. Alabama, they don't even have good beaches. Georgia, don't care. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, yawn fest. They are touristy. Delaware has become this hub, the last remaining hub of fun beaches that aren't flooded by tourists, that aren't just absolutely kitschy in the types of restaurants and things to do there in the area. It's a fun place with multiple beaches you can go to, and that's where we're gonna go through right now, the best beach towns in Southern Delaware. We're gonna start north to south as we have been doing in Lewes. Now, if you've seen this name before and you've pronounced it Lewes, this is your opportunity to stop. It is pronounced Lewis, like if you were to say St. Louis, and if you call me looking to move to Lewes and you say Lewes, I'll laugh at you a little bit and then we can talk about Lewes. Which, by the way, if you're looking to have that call, the QR code's in the corner the whole time. Just set the appointment. Lewes is a historic town in Delaware with the boutique shopping, ferry access, and restaurants. It's the best. The median household income in Lewes is $92,375, and the median home price in Lewes, Delaware matches that at $648,000. And your school district will be the Cape Henlopen School District. Lewes is one of the first towns you are going to hit as you enter coastal Delaware. You will find yourself in places like Cape Henlopen, Rehoboth Beach, Dewey, but you can't get to any of them before you stop through Lewes. Lewes has a beautiful downtown. Lewes has beautiful communities. Lewes is the epitome of living a life without career, without need to do anything that day, and still being able to find something to do that day. Better than any town I've ever seen. There's so much to do on any given day between communities. Now, Lewes is the epitome of a great retirement town. You got food, plenty to do, easy to travel in and out of, and let me tell you right now, if you're there during the winter times when all the tourists don't want to come in, the world's your oyster. Everything stays open, everything is there to do, but your friends from PA and New Jersey aren't there with you. It's the one-stop shop of Delaware beaches as far as retirement goes, and it is the most sought-after beach town in our entire state. Moving south from Lewes, we get into a town that's very closely assimilated with Lewes. Oftentimes, they're just put in the same basket. It's Rehoboth. Now, Rehoboth is one of the most northern beaches that we have. It's not the most northern beach. We have areas like Broadkill, Slaughter, working our way up to Bay beaches, but of the cool beaches, Cape Henlopen will be first, then we'll have Rehoboth Beach. Rehoboth Beach is that vibrant boardwalk, diverse dining, lively art scene. It's got a boardwalk to die for and beach traffic to also die for. The median household income sits at $93,002, and the median home price, if you want to get right up there in Rehoboth, is going to be $835,000. School district will also be Cape Henlopen School District. Pound for pound, if you're asking me, this is our third best beach for retirement relocating living, and I'll give my reasoning for that in a minute, as well as the two that I would put ahead of it. But Rehoboth Beach is more than likely going to be the one you've heard of. It's more than likely coming up first in a lot of Google searches if you've started your research into Southern Delaware beaches. And if you're looking to retire specifically, you'll know the price point matches the lifestyle. Because if you're looking for bike trails, nature walks, if you're looking for dining, entertainment, you're looking for the opportunity for the grandkids to come down and not be bored, Rehoboth Beach has all things to do all the time. This summer, it will get a little more congested because our friends from Jersey and PA know the secrets and they come down here every single summer. But if you're okay with that and you want to have the lifestyle right there on the beach in Rehoboth Beach might be the place for you. But like I said, I put it number 3, and if you were to really pressure me, like if you put me in the torture chamber, I'd probably tell you Rehoboth might be a little overrated. But I didn't say that. Our third beach is a controversial beach. It's Dewey Beach. Energetic nightlife beach with a mix of bay and oceanfront homes. The median household income in this area is not specified by the U.S. Census Bureau, but the median home price definitely is, at $1.6 million as the median home sale price. Now here's why Dewey Beach is controversial. It has a name for itself here in Delaware that you may not know about, and its name is that it's a party beach. Perfect example, Starboard recently started taking up a monopoly on all of the different restaurants in the area so that they can have control over said nightlife. But between them, Bottle and Cork, and others, they have assimilated this lifestyle of nighttime fun that Dewey is known for. Now earlier I mentioned places like Millsboro, getting down into here like Long Neck, even up in Milton, a lot of things to do, a lot of fun to be had. Nightlife is not non-existent. But let me just be very clear with you. The nightlife as you move into the beaches gets a little bit more energetic. But more specifically, as you scoot into Dewey, the energy really goes up all the way up into 1 a.m. I will say I've had one client who bought a home in Dewey Beach and within 6 months was asking me if they could sell. They still have not sold. I will put their information out there without their name. They haven't sold, but immediately almost they were saying, maybe this wasn't the vibe we were expecting, even though they were warned. Now, as we keep going south, we're gonna get past the bay, we're gonna go over this cool bridge with yellow bars, and we're gonna get into Bethany Beach. And before that, I mentioned Rehoboth might be the third best beach to move to in Delaware. So does that mean that Bethany and Fenwick are 2 and 1? Well, Bethany is absolutely number 1 in my book. Bethany Beach is a family-friendly atmosphere, known for its serene beach, and even better known for its well-kept boardwalk. As a golf town and a dining town at the same time, known for its great golf and its high-class dining, this does end up being a higher net worth area. The median household income in this area on median is $101,000 per year, and the median home price in Bethany Beach is $1.1 million per year, with the school district being the Indian River School District. If you're into a nice walk down the beach with your spouse or significant other, if you're into having the family in and going out and having a nice night on the town without it being super energetic, but still having a vibe and still being fun, Bethany's the spot. I'd say pound for pound, it has the best dining, it has the best events, it has the best community feel to it. Everyone's just really excited to be in Bethany, and they got a really cool wooden tiki guy that sits right at the front as you drive in. It's a cool beach, but it's also an even cooler town. Gets you connected into places like Ocean View just around the corner, and we're only a hop and a skip from Fenwick Island, and as we cross over into Maryland, Ocean City. Side note, and this has nothing to do with housing, and if you, my friend, are watching and you reason with me on this, I'd love to get a beer with you. I love Bethany Beach for the golf. And if you are a golfer, I just advise you, come down, have a golf trip. Give me a call. Say, hey, Zach, I'm coming down to Bethany. I want to golf. Where should I golf? I'll give you some suggestions. I'll let you know where you should go, maybe where you can go eat afterwards. It's an awesome beach just for going out, having a good time, having a weekend, getting an Airbnb. But it's as equally a great retirement relocation town because of the growth potential, because of the things to do, and because of the atmosphere. It's a great community. And wrapping up beach towns, we have Fenwick Island. You'll also see it called Fenwick Isle. That's what I put on the board here today. And it is going to be our most expensive beach. Fenwick Island is a quiet coastal town offering a peaceful beach experience as well as bay or ocean views pretty much from every piece of real estate within Fenwick. The median household income of Fenwick Island is unspecified via the Census Bureau, but the median home price is not, with $1.62 million being the median sales price in Fenwick Island. The school district, as well as Indian River School District. I gotta say, if you're looking at Fenwick Island, you're looking at the place you wanna go and the place you wanna stay. Many people that go to Fenwick Island are in the game of, I am ready to relax, I'm ready to unwind, I have worked hard, I have gotten what I deserve, and now I'm looking to go to the place where my money can work for me, the lifestyle is what I want for the rest of my life, and my retirement is just gonna be watching the sunset every evening. That's what Fenwick Island offers. Now, the price tag matches that opportunity of lifestyle, but that doesn't mean the lifestyle doesn't come after it, because many times you'll pay the price point and then you don't get the lifestyle you're expecting. Fenwick Island delivers. And without going into great detail here, because we can go for another 15 minutes on each and every single one of these towns, scan the QR code if you want to have a call about any one of these beach towns, specifically right now, Fenwick Island. Now, let's summarize the beach towns and explain why we don't need to move here. But if you're looking to move to any one of these areas, or at the very least get more information, the link to schedule a call for each and every one is in the description, and myself and one of the agents on our team will be on that call. That's right, 2 agents. You get 2 brains of real estate knowledge for that given area. All you got to do is schedule a call in the description. The beach towns. Lewes is your one-stop shop for everything you're looking for in a Southern Delaware beach. It is indeed the most sought after beach. Rehoboth Beach has our biggest boardwalk and is easily our most known beach, but it can sit on the overrated side of things for me a little bit. It comes in as my 3rd favorite beach for relocating. Dewey, being our 3rd beach down the line, is the party beach, and that gives it some controversy. It's got the high energy. You can go out and go dancing, grab a couple drinks, hang with the friends. But sometimes the age range and the type of person that comes with that doesn't suit what you're looking for. Number 4 is Bethany Beach. It's got the number 1 rank for me as number 1 beach to retire to. I love Bethany Beach. If I could golf there, eat there, be there every day, I'd do it. And if enough of you watching this video actually call me and say, hey, I want to buy this home in this area, I might make enough commission to come move down there with you guys. And then we can all go golfing and we can go have fun and eat food and stuff. And number 5 is our Fenwick Isle. It is indeed the most expensive. It's only close expensive-wise to Dewey, but it is the most expensive and the southernmost beach that we have. Let's skip over though to knowing why we shouldn't move to the western side of Southern Delaware. If hearing all of these towns makes you think this is good, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for my dream home on 5 to 10 acres of land. I want to hunt. I want to be out in the boonies. I want to be 20 minutes from my closest Walmart, Target, grocery store. I don't really care about that. I want a 4-wheel. I want to be able to cut down a tree without anyone having to worry about it. I want chickens. This is where you can get that. But here's the problem. A lot of people are looking into Delaware and they want to find this. This is where most people end up finding their lifestyle of choice in Southern Delaware, whereas many people who want to build their own home find their own land, and yes, we facilitate that deal, and we even have the top 10 builders you can utilize in a QR code. You can use this QR code to find those builders, but regardless, we can tell you who the best independent builders are to build your big, beautiful acreage property out in these sticks. But these are the sticks. These are not the sticks. These are the sticks. So if you want to move to the sticks, let me know. We'll make it happen. It's more to facilitate. There's more moving parts, but it's a great spot to go if that's what you're looking for. But if that's not what you're looking for, let me point your eyes back to these 14, because these are the 14 best relocation spots for anybody looking to relocate into Delaware, and I can't say it enough. If you are interested in any of these areas, you have to deep dive them. You have to get with somebody who has the experience in them, both living experience and real estate experience, to give you a full-fleshed view of what your lifestyle may look like in one of them. I'd love to schedule that call with you, to have that conversation with you. And if you're just simply looking, or you've already made your decision or already have a real estate agent of trust, let me just say thank you for being here. I hope this was of value to you. And if you are moving to the great first state, especially the southern side of the great first state of Delaware, be sure to say hi, be nice to everybody, and welcome to the great first state of Delaware. Welcome you for the next video. Subscribe if you want more. Have a great day.